Will Raggets with the Vikings on SI here from the press box at US Bank Stadium, where we just watched the Vikings lose 22-6 to the Atlanta Falcons in their home opener on Sunday Night Football. That was a mess. That was pretty brutal to watch. It was a lot like last week's game for much of the night, where the offense really couldn't get much going. JJ McCarthy looked not great. The entire offense just didn't seem to have much rhythm. They couldn't stay on the field. Really struggled out of the gates. Didn't get their first down until the final play of the opening quarter. But the defense kept them in it and held the Falcons to field goals on their trips into the red zone. The Vikings finally got a big play towards the end of the first half. A 50-yard pass to Justin Jefferson set up a field goal, and they're only down 9-6 at halftime. And despite playing poorly, it felt like they were right there. But this time, unlike in Chicago, there were no comeback heroics. There was no big J.J. McCarthy fourth quarter. It was just more of the same. And the Vikings never scored a touchdown. They finished with 198 yards of offense. Just the second time in the Kevin O'Connell era, 55 games, that they've been held below 200 yards of offense. They haven't reached 50 total plays in either of their two games this season, so they just haven't been able to sustain any offense and move the ball and keep their defense off the field. And the defense was mostly fine in this game. Like I said, I mean, they're missing some key starters in Blake Cashman, Andrew Van Ginkel, Harrison Smith. And they didn't allow a touchdown until the very end of the game when Tyler Algier sealed it. But with that said, the run defense wasn't great. The Vikings held Michael Penix Jr. To not very many passing yards, sacked him a few times, had one takeaway. But the run defense was a bit of a mess. The Falcons ran for over 200 yards. Bijan Robinson over 140 yards, had some big chunk gains. That part wasn't great. For the most part, though, this wasn't the defense's fault. I mean, they did as well as they could to keep their team in the game. This was an offensive issue. J.J. McCarthy had 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 in garbage time, but 1 that mattered early, and then a fumble and a strip sack that definitely mattered. Had a couple chances. I mean, the Vikings had first and goal from the Atlanta 2, but McCarthy just kind of dropped the ball on first down and then had to throw it away, sort of. They get a delay game penalty. They can't score. Later, they're down 15-6. McCarthy has an opportunity on 3rd and 1 to hit Jalen Naylor on a deep ball. Naylor had some separation, and McCarthy just overthrew him. And the Vikings kind of interestingly elected not to go for it on that 4th and 1 there. And it was just a rough night. And we'll have lots more to say about this game, but not an ideal start to the season for the Vikings, although they are 1-1.